Here's an update from the KSHB 41 Weather Center. Well, we are finally going into a calmer period, but we have a freeze warning tonight and a freeze watch tomorrow night, although I think tomorrow night's going to be the colder night. Why is there not a freeze warning in northern Missouri? Because they're going to be colder because the vegetation isn't out as much up farther north. But still, probably a little early for a freeze warning. Way too early to bring out delicate plants and tomatoes and stuff like that. I'd really usually wait till the first 10 to 15 days of May before we can really safely do that. But we are in a freeze warning tonight. There's freeze warnings go all the way down into Texas and into Kentucky, and that's a freeze watch in the lighter blue. And this is all in the wake of this huge storm that took forever to move out, and it finally moved out last night with some rain showers and a few flakes of snow there to our east and south. It wasn't much though. And now it is clearing. If you look off into the eastern horizon, you can see the last clouds of the storm system as it moves by. Over the last week, this is radar estimated rainfall totals. Your rain gauge may read different, but there is that little stripe there from west of Abilene, Kansas to west of Manhattan to west of Hiawatha, 4 to 6 inches of rain, and there's 5-6 inches of rain along I-44. And when you go down here to the Kansas City area, you're looking at anywhere from about 1.5 inches of rain or so, give or take 1/4 to 1/2 inch. There were a few spots that had a little more. Richmond at 1.25, but near east of downtown there, right on that Missouri River near downtown, 2 to 2.5 inches of rain. And the spots that didn't get as much were around Maryville, Trenton, Chillicothe, Kirksville, and also around Harrisonville. But overall, pretty good rain. Clinton and Sedalia, 2 to 3 inches of rain. They were the tip of the iceberg of what was incredible. Incredible. And we talked about it. 10 to 20 inches of rain occurred from Arkansas all the way to Kentucky. Look at that there. So between Evansville, Indiana, and Lexington, Kentucky, 19.1 inches of rain. That is unbelievable. Thankfully, the storm is moving out, and over the next 7 days, a chance to dry out. That heavier rain you see from Montgomery to Greenville, that's happening now, tonight. Once this goes by, amounts are going to be pretty light, less than 1/2 inch over most spots. For us, we're going to be fairly dry, too, over the next week, just a trace to maybe 1/4 of an inch. That's mainly Wednesday into Thursday, and we'll get into that. So what is next? Well, we look at the upper level flow. The storm system finally moving away. It's kind of weakening, too, as it's moving by. It's near us today, but it's called positively tilted, kind of losing its energy, but still effective, producing for severe weather in the southeast. Then, by midweek, there's a weak system. You can see a little trough here. A few showers or thunderstorms are possible, but nothing significant. That's where the trace to 1/4 inch comes in. Then, next weekend, we go into a ridge. Much warmer, dry conditions. We could make a run at 80 degrees. Then, after that, the active weather pattern is going to come back as we get into the middle and end of the second week of April and into the third week there, and you can see systems are starting to be moving across the area. But we get a break. So let's go through all this. For tonight, we're going to be dropping down to around 30 to 35, but tomorrow, 56, a little front's going to come through, but no precipitation. Then tomorrow night, I think this is the coldest night. We could be around 28, 25 in St. Joseph, 23 in Kirksville, and it's early April. Our average last freeze is coming up this week, but that's the average last freeze. We can get freezes in early May, light freezes. Look at that, 16 in Madison, Wisconsin. Then we start to stair-step up. On Tuesday, we get to 62. Here comes that system from the northwest on Tuesday. Look at 70s out in the western plains. And then on Wednesday, I think we get into the warmer air. We jump into the 70s. There could be a few showers and thunderstorms in northeast Missouri, Iowa. It might clip Kansas City. We're going to leave the forecast dry on Wednesday. But then the system moves by, and there's actually another one behind it. It could bring a few showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night into Thursday. Temperatures back down into the 50s to near 60s, probably a little warmer than 59 on Thursday, but not by much. Then on Friday, here comes the warming trend again, up to 68 to 70 degrees there on Friday, near 80 or higher in western plains. Then next Saturday, into the 70s, 80s to near 90 in the western plains. How about next Sunday, a week from today, 80 degrees, finally. I think that could be 100 in Gage, Oklahoma. Now, it's not the beginning of summer. It can do that, too, in the spring. but it'll cool back off when that active pattern gets it going. So as we take a look at our forecast for tonight, down to 30 to 35, clear, cold, west to southwest wind 5 to 15. There is a freeze warning in effect, but I said it may not get above freezing because a little front tomorrow that's coming in ahead of it, the little southwest breeze, and it may keep us just warm enough. Then tomorrow, 55 to 60, the winds will turn around to the north, a cool day, and then tomorrow night, low 25 to 30, but a high of 60 to 65, as then we start to stair-step up. As we go into the Super 10-day forecast, there is 73 on Wednesday. Yeah, 59 on Thursday is not correct. It's 67. And then 68 Friday, 74 Saturday, 80 Sunday, 82 Monday. Then things start to get a little more active after that. But we'll worry about that later. We get a break from the weather and a gradual improvement. Looking good for all the games out at the K as well. That Thursday game could be a shower, but or Wednesday game, but looking much better. Certainly better than weather-wise than it was for the Orioles series. Have a great week ahead. Stay healthy.